So next is cellular trafficking. Cellular trafficking. How proteins or different compounds are formed, and they form from the nucleus. They exit the nucleus. They goes into the endoplasmic reticulum, goes to the Golgi apparatus, and then outside into the cell. So we have discussed previously that there is a signal recognition particle which recognize protein ribosome complexes at the endoplasmic reticulum, and they in the cytosol, and they traffic that complex into the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So after that, after having knowledge from signal recognition particle, now we move on to the Golgi apparatus. Golgi apparatus is actually a distribution center of proteins and lipids, and they distribute these proteins and lipids from the endoplasmic reticulum to the lysosome and to the plasma membrane via two different type of vesicle trafficking proteins. These are COP1 and COP2. Both are the vesicular type of protein, vesicular trafficking proteins. So COP1, it actually a retrograde movement type of protein, and COP2 is actually anterograde type of protein. Anterograde means it directly take up the proteins, lipid, whatever the substances from the endoplasmic reticulum and transfer to the Golgi apparatus. Simple. But if we need that Golgi, that protein, that lipid, whatever the substance, back to the Golgi complex and reuse it again, or we want to do something else, so we can retrogradely brought it back from the Golgi to cis Golgi, from for example trans Golgi, or from intermediate Golgi to the Golgi which is facing the nucleus, cis Golgi, and from the cis Golgi we can move this protein or substance back to the endoplasmic reticulum. So this type of retrograde type of movement is done by COP1. So after get to know about this distribution of protein and lipid, now we have to know about what is the post translational modifications. We have known that the post translational modification include the covalent bonding, especially the ubiquitination, which is happen in the proteasome. We have known that there is a hydroxylation, which will be discussed in collagen part. We have known that we can do glycosylation and glycosylation in rough endoplasmic reticulum, and also now we are heading towards the phosphorylation, or also known as phosphorylation. So modification includes, so we do O and adding. We can do N oligosaccharide and transfer it into asparagine protein. We can also, so this is glycosylation. We can also do O type of oligosaccharide and give it to serine and threonine. And also we just add, not phosphorylate, mannose 1-phosphate enzyme to our glycoprotein like acid hydroxylase, to further go into the lysosome and do its lysosomal degradation activity. So addition is important, no phosphorylation. So after giving this, we have a clathrin protein, and this clathrin protein is actually doing two things. It can transport the things from trans Golgi to the lysosome for degradation, and also it can move the things from plasma membrane like receptor mediated endocytosis to the endosome. So there we have to know what is the endosome. So endosome is actually a sorting type of structure. Its main function is a sorting center. Its main function is to move things from Golgi apparatus to the plasma membrane, from plasma membrane to the Golgi apparatus, from Golgi apparatus to the lysosome, from lysosome to the Golgi apparatus, also from Golgi into Golgi. So this all thing is done by clathrin protein. So next we have a problem in which there is eye disease or inclusion disease or eye disease, also known as mucomean glucose mucolipidosis, production of the lipids. Where? So in mucolipidosis, it is actually a autosomal recessive inheritable type of lysosomal storage disease in which we are failed to phosphorylate this mannose 1-phosphate, and if this phosphorylation is by this abnormal phosphotransferase enzyme, if this is defective, then we cannot phosphorylate mannose. We cannot make the lysosome having that mannosely tagged and do its acid hydroxylate properly function. So now the lysosomes are deficient in these enzymes. So there is no enzyme, no acid phosphorylase in the, no acid hydroxylase in the lysosome, no lysosomal enzymes in the lysosome. So lysosome are deficient. So now lysosome cannot remove the cell debris. So it accumulates into the lysosome. So this is a lysosomal storage type of disease. So when the cellular debris is increased in the lysosome, so lysosome as inclusion, so the inclusion word is from that lysosomal cellular accumulation of lysosomal debris in the lysosome. So what happened to that protein? It secreted extracellularly, and there is increased plasma level of these lysosomal enzyme which is secreted extracellularly. So what are the signs and symptoms? So there is a coarse face, we have gingival hyperplasia, we can also have corneal clouding, we have lysosomal enzyme increase in the increased plasma level of that lysosomal enzyme. Also we have the bone problem, we have the claw hand problem, we have kyphoscoliosis, and also we have kyphoscoliosis, the joint restriction, decrease movement, and it is pretty much fatal in the childhood. So this is all about the cell trafficking and its associated eye disease.